Hello and welcome. If you're watching this, it means something about your work, your message, or your journey stood out to us. And I trust that as you listen, you will sense whether what we are building aligns with you and whether it is something you would like to be part of. Most podcast platforms today provide an opportunity for visibility. They allow you to share your story, talk about your work, and reach a wider audience. And that matters. And we value that as well. But we also believe there is an opportunity to go further than visibility alone, to create conversations that carry more depth, more meaning, and more lasting value for the audience. Because behind every body of work, every book, every message, there is a lived experience, a journey, challenges that shaped your thinking, moments that refined your perspective, and insights that only come through experience. And when those elements are brought forward intentionally, the conversation begins to change. Our intention is to create a space where that deeper layer can be explored. Not just what you do, but how you came to understand it. Not just what you teach, but what you have lived. And not just ideas, but insight that people can recognize, connect with, and apply. What we are building is not centered around a single interview. It is a platform and a progression. It begins with mindset2results.com, where we introduce speakers and share conversations that allow us to get to know your work. From there, we move into deeper, more guided interview sessions, where your ideas can be explored in a more meaningful and practical way. Those conversations then become part of our expert guests group, where the content, where your content is organized, categorized, and made accessible for an audience that is actively seeking specific areas of growth. From there, selected speakers are invited into what we call the Circle of Fame, where we bring together experts from different fields into panel discussions. These are conversations where perspectives meet, where ideas expand, and where something new often emerges through the exchange. And as this continues to grow, we're also developing retreat experiences where these conversations move beyond the screen and into real world environments, creating opportunities for deeper connection, learning, and transformation. So for a speaker, this is not a single appearance. It is a journey, a progression through different levels of engagement, from introduction to deeper conversation, to collaboration, and potentially into shared experiences with a global audience. At the same time, everything we create is designed with the audience in mind. We want people to walk away from each experience with something they can use, something they can reflect on, and something they can begin to apply in their own lives. Because when insight becomes practical, it creates movement. If this approach resonates with you, if you feel aligned with this kind of environment, then we would welcome the opportunity to explore this with you. Not simply a conversation, but as part of a larger experience. Thank you again for taking the time to be here. We look forward to the possibility of connecting and to the conversation ahead. Thank you.